Hi everyone, greetings from National Skills Network. As you may be aware, government plays a very important role in the skilling ecosystem in India, and they have been the driving force behind many successful initiatives both from the central government and the state government. And today in this conversation we are going to look at a state which has come up with an innovative initiative which is making skilling aspirational in many ways. We are talking about Naan Mudhalvan, which means I am the first. The very name Naan Mudhalvan itself sounds very aspirational, and the government of Tamil Nadu through this scheme is driving a strong message to the youth of Tamil Nadu to help them become skilled, get the required qualifications, and also become employable and promote entrepreneurship as well. So let's get to learn more about the scheme itself by talking to the Managing Director, Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation, Ms. Innocent Divya, and also hear about what her plans are, what her vision is for making this scheme successful. We have with us Ms. J. Innocent Divya, IAS, who is the Managing Director of Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation. Welcome to this talk, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms.
Thank you so much for accepting our request. And we would like to know more about the scheme Naan Mudhalvan, which was recently launched by the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. So what is this scheme all about? What is the context in which it was launched? It would be really nice to know more, and how it's going to help, perhaps your vision in implementing the scheme as well.
Thank you so much. I should thank Ms. Madhuri for reaching out on behalf of the NSN, the National Skills Network. And I'm very privileged to be part of this dignified forum to present what Naan Mudhalvan is about. Because this is something that we would like to present to the entire country. About the concept, the thinking behind which this program has been designed, and how we propose to scale up this model.
Okay.
So as you're aware, there are various skilling initiatives. Various departments are doing it at various levels in different domains, in different streams, different job roles. They're doing it all at their levels, different levels. And even within the government, there are different departments which are doing skilling. It is not only the Skill Development Corporation that is doing skilling. There is the Rural Development Department. Then there is the the school education department. There is the higher education department. Then you have the industries. You have the micro, medium, and small industries department. Then you have the Adi Dravida welfare. So a whole host of departments are doing skilling. Now, how do we integrate it? So when the Honorable Chief Minister, when the new government took over, the government wanted this to be, this skilling to be an overarching program, to be, so that you gain perspective, you know what is happening in different departments and how you can bring it under a single umbrella, so that the coordination then is quite possible. So this was the thinking behind, Naan Mudhalvan. Now, this is an overarching skilling program for all the youth of Tamil Nadu between the age of 18 to 35. So we are integrating the skilling programs of all the departments, right from, even less than 18, right from schools. There are skilling courses, occasional courses offered in schools as well. So right from that level up to the level of, upskilling working professionals. So the entire gamut of the youth population will be covered under the Naan Mudhalvan scheme. So what is Naan Mudhalvan about, and why is it so important that the country knows about Naan Mudhalvan? See, Naan Mudhalvan is, again, I would call it, in a single liner, you can call it as a leadership program. It is just to make the youth understand his potential, understand his own interests, his abilities, where his abilities lie, and give him the opportunity so that he is able to become a leader. He or she is able to become a leader in that particular area of expertise. This is basically what a one-liner about Naan Mudhalvan. So we start from schools. We've started from schools when the Honorable Chief Minister launched it on March 1st. this year, 2022. It was then that we started, launching it in schools. School program was first launched. Schools, what do we attempt to do? We attempt to give school children an entire, experience of the different opportunities that are there in different sectors. Right now, we are too constrained with professional fields of expertise like medicine or engineering, and even parents, for that matter. When a child studies well, the parents, you usually pressurize them to choose medicine or engineering because they think that there are larger opportunities there, but that's not the truth. There are so many fields available, areas available, which are yet to be explored. So we are telling the children in schools that this is not the only thing that you can do. So understand what you're good at, understand your interest, and you can choose anything from these fields. These are the different options that are available. Basically, you can call it career guidance. But we are offering them a lot of professional expertise into the career guidance. We are telling them which are the premier institutes that they should opt for to get into, these lucrative job positions that they would like to follow then, and what are the training courses that are available. And if see, one thing that we feel that we should not constrain the students is with the lack of awareness. So we will tell them what the opportunities are, and then also give those resources that are required. If the child is not, sometimes, a child from the rural area might think IIT is beyond me, I cannot even think of an IIT or a premier institution like an IIT. But we are telling children in Tamil Nadu, no, aspire for it. You please aspire for it. For it, there is nothing that stops you. The sky is the limit for you. So if you have the interest, if you have the real passion to follow your dream, the government is there to help you. We are there to offer you resources. We are here to offer you the training resources, the material that are required, the financial resources that are required. So this is the school part of it. Okay. So once after graduating from schools, when they enter into colleges, what is the level of expectation of a college grad? Talk about engineering graduates. When they come out, how are they becoming industry relevant? They are choosing a domain of interest, and then when they come out, they start only after they graduate. Usually in college students, they don't have a career path in front of them while they enter into colleges. That is something very sad. So you decide what your area of expertise is, what is your area of interest, what you're good at, what you can prefer to do in the next 20 years, what you can see yourself doing in the next 20 years. So there is these 3 to 4 years that you spend in college should be made as rewarding as possible. That you make it you make it a career path. That is the path you will have to follow for you to attain a career position. Therefore, what you learn in college is very important. When you learn, you should understand what the industry is doing right now. When you want to have a position in the industry, when you are trying for an employment, are you employable? So this is what we would like to offer in colleges. On August 29th, the Honorable Chief Minister launched a portal, where we are bringing in all colleges, engineering colleges, arts and science, polytechnic, ITIs, and slowly in phase 2, we will also be bringing the other professional colleges like law colleges, fisheries, veterinary, and all these, professional college. Whole gamut of, college grads are going to be there. And what are we trying to do? We are trying to connect the industry to the academia. So we are right now, there are so many fora in which people are talking about this industry academia connect, and it is happening in various states. It is happening in various methods. But here is a real-time portal which is bringing both together. So we have around more than 180 industries on the portal. They are into the portal by way of offering, jobs. They are offering internships. They are offering training. They are offering mentor connects. Anybody who's willing to volunteer as a mentor for college students, we are offering them that portal. So there are, and also campus adoption. wherever corporates are interested in adopting a campus,
Yeah.
that also is available. So here is a real time interaction between the industry and the academia. Now the industry will tell us what is the skill gap, what is that is lacking in the graduates of the day of today, why they are not able to hire them without training them. So these are skills, important skills which we get to know, and we are acting as the bridge. Rather, the Naan Mudhalvan platform acts as the bridge between the academia and the industry. So we understand what the skill gap is. We take the relevant training, we source it from the training partners, and we offer it in colleges.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, what has been done under Naan Mudhalvan is, first we've taken up all the engineering college students, right from the first semester till the eighth semester. We've taken them, and we've had a team of experts sit with the industry, understand what the skill gap is, domain wise, stream wise, mechanical, what is the problem, civil, what is the problem. So here we had continuous engagement with the industry, and now we've come up with certain courses. Okay, why aren't we offering them as value added courses? We are only offering them as mandatory courses. Why? This is because we've had previous instances where value added courses, it is only going to benefit that 10% of the student population
Yeah.
who are very good at studies, and who have already completed their coursework, and you're looking for other certificates to just enliven their resume, or looking for a higher pay package. But the program is not, the objective of the program is to skill at scale. We are not looking at the 10%. Of course, we are aware that if you launch a platform, the 10% will definitely benefit.
Yeah.
But then what about the 90%? 90% of the students are somewhere in rural colleges. They are studying in villages. And the faculty sometimes, 10, 20 years of valuable experience they have. But what is the connect with the industry? Faculty sometimes do not understand what the industry wants. Therefore, this gap is there. There is a lag. And curriculum alteration, when it can be done, at what intervals it can be done. Curriculum cannot be simply changed. It cannot be changed as per the whims and fancies of the industries. It has got to have a certain life cycle. So how do we get this done? So on one hand, we have graduates coming out looking for employment, then they look for other skilling options, and then they learn a emerging tech, and then find a job. Otherwise, they get underemployed. They are fighting for those positions which are looking for polytechnic or ITI graduates.
Yeah.
So this has to change. So where will this change? It can only change if we offer emerging tech, or whatever is required by the industry, whatever is the in thing in the industry, if we offer them as mandatory courses in academia. And
Yeah.
how do we get it done? We pass it again. It's a rigorous process, of course. It passes through the academic council, the board of studies. You mandate that these are the courses. These will be given credits. These are courses which should definitely be taken by the student for him or her to complete the course, complete a graduation in that field. And that way, when it is part of the syllabus, when it is part of the curriculum, every student has to take it, whether he or she likes it or not.
Yeah.
So we're making it that way. So this is a program where 18 courses, we've made it mandatory for engineering students, and we have taken in some world-class training partners for communication. It's partners like Cambridge and British Council we're working with, and for Office fundamentals, again Microsoft, Oracle, and all this. So we have actually mapped these courses to world-class training partners, and we are offering it at free of cost. Rather, we are taking up the cost. The government is taking up the cost of every student, because when you make it mandatory, you cannot ask the child to pay for a mandatory course. So we are taking up the cost on behalf of the student. And then in addition to that, we have around more than 100 free courses and also paid courses at heavily subsidized rates, because training partners and industries are able to connect with more than 2000 institutions on a single portal. So therefore, there's a lot of value addition to the, a value proposition to the industry as well as to the training ecosystem. And therefore, they at heavily subsidized prices, they are able to offer us the rates, so this is a very, this I think will be a game changer in the arena of higher education. And also at the blue collar skilling level, we are trying to integrate all the skillings that are going on with, with various departments. We're trying to integrate it into a single skilling ecosystem where we get the demand exactly from the industry and pass it on to the lower level functionaries like the panchayat president and below, and then get the student population mobilized, the unemployed youth mobilized for those training programs, and then offer it to them. So it's a sort of a single nodal agency that we're trying to create through Naan.
Okay, so ma'am, just this Naan Mudhalvan as a word, I understand it as I'm first or I'm going to lead, isn't it? That's what it means, right?
Correct.
So going by the spirit of this, I think all that you described is all, adding to various aspects of grooming a child and giving them opportunities. And also you mentioned about parents becoming aware. I think that's most essential today. In fact, if you look at engineering also, like you mentioned, everybody wants to go for computer engineering. Nobody is looking at civil engineering these days, right? Even among engineering degrees, you have this hierarchy. So in such a scenario, you also mentioned about the industry partnerships. So what are some of the implementation level challenges you foresee, ma'am, and how are you going to overcome such challenges proactively? Because it's a huge project, and I think it's at a state level, and you have described it as something like an umbrella project which is going to converge everything, right? So what in your opinion would be these challenges? Perhaps others also can learn from this.
Of course, there are challenges, but we see them as opportunities. Because you know why? Because 12 lakh students in a single platform is something that has never been attempted for. But then this will create, or this will pave the path for future skilling initiatives at scale. So one of the main challenges that we faced with this was one, see, as you spoke about computer or IT skilling rather, has become, online learning has become the norm. So this is something at scale you can do it at scale. You can upscale it if you want. So this is something that has open post pandemic, since everybody is used to online learning methods. So we thought, why not make use of this opportunity to reach out to the larger group, through online. And we see that the future of education itself, is about digital learning, more into, granular learning, and more of MOOCs coming into the education ecosystem. So it's time you start preparing the youth for tomorrow. And that's going to be the future. So most of these courses that we are offering are on an LMS platform. We are not, this portal is not an LMS. It is just an aggregator platform. But we have integrated with LMS, with a number of LMS platforms, and it's a single sign-on. So the student will have to sign on and then get onto the platform to take that course. Now, one challenge here is, of course, online learning. How do you monitor? How do you get to monitor? Because faculty, they physically train students, and you ensure that the student is physically present in class, whether he is mentally present in class or not. At least physically they are able to certain outcomes they are able to bring about. But what about online training? Online training is again a challenge. Of course, we will there are issues that what if a student doesn't even register for a course? If he doesn't complete it on time, what happens to his grades then? Does he get an arrear? Because right now we are giving credits to the course. So these are all challenges which we are fighting with. Right now, a TOT program is going on. With all these 18 courses, we are training the faculty to handhold, because we understand that without the faculty's knowledge, or without the faculty's facilitation, it would be very difficult, you know. So we are training the faculties. We want them to be mentors, just like they are physical mentors in the classroom. We want them to be online mentors as well. We want them to be partnering in every single initiative of Naan Mudhalvan. It is not that they are not stakeholders, or rather we are trying to replace the faculty by another training provider. It's not that. We want to make them feel included. We are rather trying to complement the system of education that they are offering. And we are aware of the excellent, the remarkable, the connect that they have with the students. And we want to embark upon that strength. We want to leverage that strength from among the faculty and ensure that the courses are completed by the students. So here, the mentors will be the faculty themselves, whom we've trained. Around 9,000 are getting trained now. So they will ensure that the student gets onto the portal and completes the course on time. We will be sharing dashboards with them. We will be telling them what the students' progress is. We will be mentoring them directly over, we have many online mentors also. We'll be mentoring them regarding the completion of the courses. And if there is any help that they would require, there's live instructor mentoring too. And there are some courses which are going to be offered physically. Now, how do we do it? Now, right now, we're talking about a whole state, and colleges which are geographically distributed in the entire state of Tamil Nadu. So we are now doing a very intensive sort of planning, in which we are, every student is being monitored. Every student, the number of students who are going to opt for a particular course, they are being clustered, and physical training will take place in a hub, where students will be brought and then trained. So they will have an intensive training for a period of 1 week to 10 days, where they will undergo physical training, if suppose physical training is required. For example, IoT, Internet of Things, requires physical training. AR and VR requires physical training. So all these courses, we are offering it in hubs, where children will be brought to these hubs, and then a whole week of intensive training will be given. And how do we evaluate it? We do not want any student to fail because of a Naan Mudhalvan elective. So we have given a 25% weightage for certification, and the rest 75% will be open to the mentor or the facilitator, rather the faculty, to do internal evaluation of the project that he or she submits. And then, so as a result, we will not be having any, not any, I cannot say, because if the student does not even take the course, he will definitely fail in that course. But then to a large extent, we have sort of balanced this, so that it is taken well by the student community, the faculty, and the heads of institutions as well. And industry also gets to see a leaderboard of, suppose they are looking for an engineer with blockchain technology, with exposure to blockchain technology. They get to see the entire list of students who have taken that course, wherever they are, whichever part of the state they are, they get to see them. And slowly we are also planning to make this a hiring platform as well for the industry.
So this is going to be again very holistic. I just thought I would ask you this, even though it is for Tamil Nadu state and enriching and empowering the students and all that, but in terms of partnerships, ma'am, do you also have partners who can come in from other states and join you? And if so, how do they do it? Because I think through our platform, many people probably would be interested to know on this aspect as well, if they can collaborate with you to implement these schemes, or to partner in some way, whichever way it is possible.
Yeah. We are open to partnering with anybody with a good intent, with the intent of skilling, you know. So it is not, we are not restricting ourselves to only Tamil Nadu or only the country. We are open to anybody who has interest in skilling. And since this is our objective, I have made the objective of Naan Mudhalvan very clear. So with this objective, if anybody is interested in partnering with Naan Mudhalvan, they can send a proposal by soft copy to md@tnsdc.in. That's my mail ID. MD stands for Managing Director at TNSDC, that is Tamil Nadu Skill Development Corporation, TNSDC.in. So they can send a proposal. We will have a technical team evaluate it. Because we have a group of professors, from the engineering colleges, arts and science as well. We have a group of, team of professionals who will then evaluate the proposal, who will look at the content, who will look at the syllabus, who look at the course modules and the pedagogy, the mode of delivery, and then will get back to us. So once a proposal is approved by the technical team, and then we go into the rest of the aspects. So we are also open to different sorts of engagement, where CSR funding is one thing that we are looking at, because since this is targeting a larger audience of the entire college group in Tamil Nadu and out of school, out of formal education. So the entire gamut of youth is covered here. The entire domain is here. So even for CSR initiatives, we're looking at, we are open to, we welcoming industries who would then like to, see their initiatives in the broader, on a broader canvas. And we are also open to models of engagement where centers of excellence can be set up, and training, physical training can be given. We have around 50 centers of excellence which we are collaborating with. We are open to more also. And then we also welcome campus adoptions by large corporates, if they are willing to invest in the network connectivity of and ensure that the infrastructure is built up, or they would like to hire from a particular, or 4 or 5 campuses. They would like to train them in one particular technology and then hire from there. We are open to that. So different models. We have become very flexible. Rather, we have the skilling environment has to become like this. We can't say these are the set of rules, come within this. It is not like that. This is a broad framework within which different models of engagement we are open with. So any other corporate or any other training partner having a different model of skilling, we are quite open to look at different other successful models also, and we are open to learning from other states as well where there are such successful models.
That's really nice to know, ma'am, since you just mentioned it is flexible. And I think flexibility is the need of the hour, because even the national education policy talks about building in a lot of flexibility. Like you already mentioned many initiatives, which I think are also in line with few new things we are learning from the new policy, and also the way you are implementing it. So thank you, ma'am, for sharing all these details about Naan Mudhalvan scheme. And from NSN, if we are able to help you reach out to more people, we'll be very happy to do so in future as well. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Ms. Madhuri. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.